Hi, welcome to the Thought Process Podcast. We're doing Wine Night.
One night nerd talk.
So far, this is the only one we've cracked open.
So we
are not sponsored by any of these, by the way. This is just preferred brands that we like. This is one that we really like.
Cheap one that I like that I don't think he's tried yet.
I haven't even tried this one yet, but I do like the Stella Rosa brand.
So
we're gonna kind of try them all at the same time. So this is 5% alcohol, 6% alcohol, 7% alcohol.
There was that one wine that I got at Hy-Vee that was 21%. Remember that?
The Highballer, yeah.
Yeah, the one that I fucking brought over when
that had a cool packaging on it though. The bottle, like the labeling in the bottle, looked really cool.
Oh yeah, it definitely was. But I mean, 21% for wine. One glass was getting me like, okay, I gotta go home.
That's how the rich wives of Manhattan drink. That's their wine night. That's why they get wine drunk, because it's 21%. Ah, boy, howdy. So, what do we want to talk about today? That train video you sent me. That's another thing. I've been seeing a lot of survival horror games that are only for PC so far, which really sucks. And I don't have the money to spend on a PC right now. But, like, man, I really like the idea of just a fucking rolling fortress and scavenging and fighting other players like that.
Zompiercer or something like that. I don't really like the zombie look because of the fact that it looks a little too cartoony, kind of looks a little too much.
It's probably because, some countries have a lot of restrictions. Like back in the day, some of the Call of Duty World at War. I don't know if you've ever played it. It was pretty gory though. Like, grenades would be sending limbs flying, blood splatter and spraying. So in Germany and other European countries, they kind of had to edit that out and change like the color of the blood to a green or a pink or something.
It also depends on the ability of the designer and stuff like that.
That's
and
true.
Also the budget that they have. Better graphics for the enemies is obviously going to.
It's still just releasing too, so I'm sure they'll have time.
Actually, it was released last year, the year before last.
No console edition? Shame. But okay, then maybe it might just be a preference then, and I also still like to think that it maybe has something to do with just limitations with the restrictions in their country.
Actually, what me and you were talking about yesterday, trying to get gaming PCs to try to do a gaming channel. However, I talked to my buddy at work, and because me and him, most of the guys that I work with, you good?
Yeah, sorry, we're done. No, let's go.
Most of the guys I work with, we're all gamers and shit. Like everyone brings their gaming laptops and shit. They're not playing COD or anything like that, but they're kind of playing games like what me and you would play. And so I started kind of brainstorming and knocking ideas off them. And they were talking about one thing I mentioned was, and I sent you the link for it, was the mini PCs. So you got.
I haven't opened that yet. I got pretty busy. I got back into playing Dead Space and fuck.
Jesus Christ, that brings back some memories. Hold on.
Yeah, dude. I totally went in there fucking balls to the wall. I played this one or two times. I know what I'm doing. Forgot, for its time. To this day, it's still considered one of the scarier games ever.
I couldn't fucking... So we'll take a little side note here. I could not fucking deal with that, because I remember it was me and my buddy Austin back in high school. He loved it, Dead Space 2.
It's a great game, dude. If you can get into the story without the jump scares.
Yeah, I got into the story, but I remember me and him, we were playing, because he spent the night over at my house. And dude, it was just when you start off the game and you're searching the office areas, and the first.
Are you talking about the second one?
Yeah,
that was a good one too. I'm playing the very first one.
I didn't play the first one.
That one, fucking.
But the first jump scare in Dead Space 2 is when you're searching through the office buildings, and then the fire extinguisher thing goes off. I wasted all my ammo because I started frantically shooting everywhere, and I'm white knuckling the controller. Austin just goes, "Hey buddy, here, now we're gonna take that." Because it was midnight, it was midnight on a weekend, and everything's pitch black in my room, and all that's lighting up is the fucking screen.
I can handle horror games. Here's what I didn't like though. So Resident Evil 2 and 3, original and the remakes, both really, really, really good games. But it took me a lot longer to complete than it did any other scary game that I've ever played. Because for one, the Resident Evil 2, Mr. X chasing you around, I couldn't think straight all the time. I'm just trying to get shit done so I can get him out of the fucking way. Just something always chasing you. And then Resident Evil 3, same thing with the Nemesis, except the Nemesis was more or less like specific areas rather than where like Mr. X is following you through the whole fucking still. So it took me a while to get past all that fucking shenanigans. Still great games. It will always just take me a lot longer. Like, and then I see other people that love the game but are much better at it and just run through the whole damn thing and just be fine. You got balls.
So So before I get back to the mini PCs, I will say this, and this might get me some hate. I wasn't really that into the Resident Evil series. I honestly, I thought all the way up until 4, they were all basically the same fucking game. Same play style, same plot, everything like that.
Well, I mean, the tank controls, and you got to solve the puzzles all the time. Look,
I didn't like it because it felt too repetitive.
Well, it was more realistic, especially for the time. It was outside.
That was PS2.
Hold on, no. I'm not talking about the graphics. I meant like the idea of it. Outside of like the puzzles, it was survival horror. You had limited ammo. You basically had whatever you fucking found. You had to use your brain. You had to really think. Jake, I know you remember because you and me used to play back to back the very first Resident Evil game on the PlayStation 1. That was awesome. But yeah, like the storylines are different, but essentially, like to get to the ending of the story is the same. If that makes sense. I know a lot of you are gonna hate me for saying that, but it is kind of true. The play style is the same, but I think you would appreciate it more if you watched the gameplay rather than actually played it, especially on the original. Just like no commentary, and just watch people play it, solving the puzzles, escaping the cities. You'll understand why people appreciate it so much.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. Just like it was just one thing I could never get into, like Final Fantasy. But
I'm really starting to hurt my feelings. Jake and I love to play Final Fantasy X. I believe that's 10, right?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 10 was
that's
really
the Roman
awesome.
numeral for 10.
Yeah, that was me and Jake's favorite game to play in middle school for sure. So that was awesome.
So the mini computers for gaming, the ones that I kept seeing were for granted. So for around it was like $550 to $600. You get a decent, you get a decent processor, and you get at least from what I saw, like 32 gigs of DDR4, at least one terabyte, SSD. Not really much for graphic.
You know what's funny that you shared that because Nick were talking, I guess, and Nick was like, yeah, me and Nate were talking. I was like, oh boy. He's like, we agreed that you should get a computer to play World of Warcraft with us. I was like, actually, I've been thinking about it and I'd love to. I just right now I don't have the cash for it.
Yeah.
But when I do, I'll probably get into that.
Oh yeah. Well, and because me and my buddy, we were talking, and I have a friend who her uncle builds PCs. Like he has a business here in town that he builds PCs, and she can kind of sweet talk him to build like a budget PC for around $500. But here's the issue: is that
ain't bad as long as he's actually making it worth $500.
But that's the thing, though, is that I mean, you got some of the good motherboards that are gonna run you about $1,000.
Yeah, I know.
But the thing is, though, is that when it comes to the mini PCs, like you can't upgrade them like you would a tower. Like when you build a tower, like when you build a PC,
Which I know nothing about, but I do know one thing. I've heard that most of the time, PC building doesn't hold its value only because of how often they come out with better stuff for them. Now, yes, you can build them over time, but for how expensive parts are for what you're building, is it really worth it? Now, y'all don't attack me, okay? Like I said, I don't build PCs. I don't know nothing about it, but I'm just going by what I've heard.
So essentially, what you need to think of it as, like, would you buy like a '67 Mustang? Would you buy that?
Yeah.
Why would you buy it?
classic. I mean, if I had the money, of course. If I don't have the money to build it, because here's the problem.
But hold on, wait. That's
if I don't
actually
have the money to keep building into it like over time, then I'm not going to buy it.
But there you go.
I can appreciate it from afar, though.
But see, the same concept is, the same concept for building PC. Because I mean, you know, first off, when you're building the PC, you got to make sure that all the components are compatible.
Yeah.
And
and
then you know, you got to make sure that
it's kind of the same thing with building a car.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you're trying to make sure that's compatible. You got to make sure that you know, you're able to you got the right processor for the job, graphic card. You know, if you want to put an audio card in there, so on and so forth, whatever. Make sure that you got RAM, so that way, or you got a decent chunk of RAM, so that way your computer is able to process and do multiple things at one time. And yeah, there's a lot of components to it, and the funniest part is that after you get all this done, and like you got to make sure that, so you get like there's like, they make these bracelets, because you know how, like, you know, going around on carpet or whatever, you got socks on, you're gonna pick up static electricity, right?
Yeah.
And you know how, like, you ever gone to a doorknob when you're charged and zapped?
Or like on a trampoline, you touch the edge.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Right on the fingertip.
That little zap could, like, say you could spend, like, you know, a couple grand, like $5-6 grand building your PC. That one zap can trash all of that in instant. And
no shit,
dude. And what's worse is that you got to make sure that you're calculating all, like, the power usage as well, because if you don't have the right power supply, the moment you boot that up, you can immediately just fry it.
Well, I mean, when we go into building a gaming channel, we can go halvesies and build a pretty decent PC so we can game, you know, do like scary games together or something.
Well, you know, I don't really do much for scary.
I told, because if I'm going to just, like, outside of the channel, if I'm going to be gaming on my own free time on the computer, I'm probably just going to get a gaming laptop, because the only game I'm probably going to get set up and play regularly on that thing is going to be World of Warcraft, because I told my buddy Nick and Nate that
I'd definitely be down to do that with you.
Yeah, Nate's the healer. I don't know what, I think Nick does DPS, so I don't know. Maybe I'll be a tank and just do AOE shit and take on a lot of damage.
just as a side note, like, if you're going to do any kind of like four-man squad in an MMO, like, you definitely would like heal, magic, or magic and stamina DPS, depending, you know.
Yeah, I think Nick's just straight DPS. I think I'd like to be a tank, though. I'm not going to deal much damage from what I understand, but I can take a lot of damage in aggro, keep everybody else safe as much as possible.
Do you have you played many MMOs?
I used to play WoW Wrath of the Lich years ago. That was back in middle school, though.
Oh, yeah.
So I've played off and on. Like, I don't know if Diablo 3 counts. I did play RuneScape for a time.
All right, so
that was awesome.
Oh yeah, fucking RuneScape. RuneScape's the best,
dude. It was.
So RuneScape, you don't really have much of a. I mean, like,
I tried to play the mobile edition, and boy, was that a fucking mistake.
It
wasn't bad.
It's hard to fucking tap, and, you know.
I'd rather have it on the PC.
Definitely, I will say this: it is definitely better on the PC.
So yeah, I mean, I'll probably get back into RuneScape too. So if I do get any gaming PCs, it's just going to be a gaming laptop. I know a lot of people just cringed on that, but
no, actually, believe it or not, most of my buddies they play on their gaming laptop, but it's
I gotta find a space to do it. Once we get that table cleared off, I'll probably start just doing it down there.
Well, and like, you know, I'd like for us to sit there and have that. You know, we can sit there and play WoW. We can sit there and play. You know, we can play all the games that we want. I would, you know, I'm curious about the mini PC, even though, like, it's going to be essentially like a laptop, but, you know, you're able to do it. You know, you're able to treat it like a tower, but it's going to have the life expectancy of a laptop. Okay.
Sorry. I think this would be the last one we open, just so that way we don't mix dark light dark.
Fair.
Okay. Sorry, continue. You're curious about it because it'd be more like a PC, but it's not.
You treat it like a PC, but it's going to have the life expectancy of a laptop because you can't sit there and upgrade any of the components. It's going to be very limited to what you can do.
For sure. And like I said, if I'm going to be gaming on a PC and or laptop, I'm proud. Later on, we should definitely get a PC built so we can game together for a gaming channel. We can sit down with a camera and just do some fucking silly shit, scary shit, serious shit, whatever. And then that laptop's probably just going to be for my minimal use, which would be, like I said, RuneScape, or if I decide to get back into it, of course, and then World of Warcraft.
So now the question is what kind of build would you prefer? I know you don't really know much about.
I don't, so I would say start with a budget-friendly options. I'm not saying too cheap, but get some decent graphics cards in there.
Well, no. I'm talking sorry, I should have been more specific. Okay. So for cooling and everything like that.
Oh, okay. So you and I had a small conversation about this before, but I thought the non-conductive water cooling was really cool because there's people that have done it and they've gotten a lot better about it.
So here's the thing is that because actually last night me and my buddy we did talk about that while we were at Post, and it's not that they're it is really cool because it's mostly mineral water, it's a mineral oil, mineral water, whatever, and, it's able to be submerged because it's non-conductive. But the issue is that it is super heavy. That is not. That is not something that you sit there and you put it on your desk. That's something you leave on the ground. It also
runs at higher. I don't know if you'll get the joke, but it also runs at higher RPMs. The fans and everything, and it's a different system.
Well, you won't need fans.
No, of course, but you get what I mean. Not fans, but I don't know computer builds. I saw the joke on the interwebs.
But I get what you're saying.
Because you got to, the water's got to kind of, it doesn't just sit either. I heard sometimes you got to connect it through tubings and it's got to move.
You're circulating. Yeah,
it's got to circulate. Yeah, so it doesn't just you don't just dip the whole thing in there and then it's got. I mean, like I said, I don't know. I'm just going by what I've seen other people do. I thought it was a really cool idea and it could be more convenient. Because I've also seen, dust kind of builds up, especially if you got animals, dude. So you've got dogs and cats. I've got dogs.
So the thing is that when you, like I said, when you do that, that gets really heavy. You got to create a current because what you're doing is that you don't want the water just to sit there because
still water is a nightmare for everybody.
Well, yeah, but the fact is that it's going to get really, really hot.
My computer has brain rot.
Yeah, essentially.
The CPU's fucked.
But So people have they do the submerged build. They do liquid cooling is obviously pretty big. I've met one dude years ago in Nevada. He actually had a liquid nitrogen cooled setup, and he actually had a card. So on this card, I think it was issued to him by Homeland Security or by Homeland Security or something like that, and it says exactly how much he's supposed to have. He's supposed to have that exact amount, and if he has more than that, then what's going to end up happening is that he's going to get in so much trouble. He'll get arrested, and it's so fucking weird the fact that he's only allowed a small bit because anymore he's
smell that
interesting.
Yeah,
but there was another one I wanted to do was called a phase changing.
Yeah.
So it basically worked exactly the same way as a refrigerator. So it used condensed water vapor, or cooled condensed water vapor, and it goes up to the plate.
Just fucking use motor coolant for this shit. I mean, essentially, it could work twice as well as just dunking it in that mineral water. If you build it right. Just think about it for a minute.
No, because there's too many components. So the reason why I use that mineral water is because it's clear, non-conductive. Oil still has, I believe, is still slightly conductive, and not to mention it is also flammable.
Pistons.
What about the pistons?
You put pistons in.
Yeah.
Active lubricants.
True.
And it swims. At that point, we use it to circulate.
But it's gonna
components.
But it's gonna be too heavy. It's too heavy because what happens when you
coolant.
But you just said oil.
No, coolant. I said engine coolant.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said oil for a second. No. I'm like, the fuck?
I'm gonna try this now. I've never tried this one. So, wine night. Call me whatever you want. I don't care. I like a lot of Stella Rosa's stuff. I've never tried the blackberry though. I've tried their blueberry, was really good. So I'm gonna try the blackberry. That's real good.
That's real
That
good.
is good.
Yeah. But
Sippy.
no, I'll wait till after I'm done. Don't worry. I don't know where your mouth has been. I really don't want to.
Vagina.
Is that why you have the beard, is to cover up the herpes?
Yeah. Motherfucker. Don't hate me.
Don't hate me.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
I don't hate you, but that glass is staying way the fuck over there.
You had it up to your nose, brother. It's too late.
Shit.
She said, fuck. All right. As long as it doesn't cross the naked bridge here, we'll be fine.
As long as it doesn't pass the chasm.
She said, Ryan, you got a pimple between your mustache. She said, boy, I fucking wish it was a pimple. Walks away.
Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. Have you you've seen The Boys, right?
Yeah, I dabbled in a couple of episodes.
Oh, okay. I was
the
gonna,
first season.
No, I was getting ready to say because I just got done watching like I'm into the second season now of Gen V, which is essentially the spinoff of it, and dude, it's fucking pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Like it is actually pretty crazy. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone who's watching, but if you're a huge fan of The Boys, the dark humor and the raunchy action packed moments, go check out Gen V. It is fucking crazy.
I totally forgot I could go watch that. I don't know. The only reason why I stopped was because I got caught up with a lot of work, dude. Just the hours kept climbing up, so I was just tired when I get home. Then go pick up where I left off and finish that.
Yep.
How many seasons are there? Like I said, I don't even think I got, because they're long episodes.
For The Boys, or
yeah, The Boys.
I want to say it's like season 3 or season 4. I know they're bringing in a lot of the cast from Supernatural because they had
They had Jensen Ackles in
yeah,
The Boys.
So he's in The Boys, and he's also in Gen V for a smidge, for a little smidge.
Yeah.
But the fact is that, like, from my understanding, they're bringing in Jared Padalecki, and they're bringing in Misha Collins. I mean, they already brought in who's the one dude that played the dad? I can't remember. He also played Negan.
Yeah. Fuck.
Because he was in that too. So
yeah.
Yeah, it was, and it's a really good show. I love it. It's pretty funny. I have to say that one episode that's my favorite is when Butcher and his team, what is that guy's name, like a termite or something like that, where he goes small, goes into some dude's dick, and because he was just snorting coke, he sneezes, expands, basically blows the dude in half. Frenchie walks in, he goes, "Oh, I didn't see anything." He goes, "No, now you can't leave." And then he shrinks down and gets into his pants. Frenchie starts freaking the fuck out, just looks at his friend and goes, "He's trying to get in my ass!" And just he's like trying so hard to stop him. It was like, I have to say, my favorite episode, just the genuine fear and terror. It's like,
Wait, what would you do?
No, exactly.
Some dude just shrinks down in front of me. He's like, "Oh fuck, they're trying to Thanos me."
Yeah.
Ironically, yeah, everybody's like, "Wait a minute, Ant-Man could have finished Thanos," and I'm like, "Oh, please don't go there." They're like, "Yeah, they could have just crawled up his nose and grew." And I'm like, "Oh, that was pretty PG." And then they're like, "And then they could have went in his ass." So it's like, fucking god. I mean, they're not wrong though.
Well, that's like that one episode of
Oh fuck! Turn back. He's got a chastity.
He's got a chastity. Report what? He's got a chastity belt.
Hey, what's your name, girl? Chastity. Oh, you the biggest hoe on the block.
Well, it's like a
polar opposite of your name.
Well, it's like was it the one movie Deadpool 2, when he goes back in time and he's like, he's like, "All right, baby Thanos," or no, it was baby Hitler. He goes, "Okay, baby Hitler."
We know what he does in the future. Fuck, why is he so cute?
Yeah, he's like, I got this.
Shit!
Like he's hyping himself up to kill the kid. I'm just like Jesus Christ! I know it's a movie, but Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you shouldn't really mess with the timeline as much as I hate to say it. Like, you don't know what could change.
No.
Whether it's for the better or for the worse.
Creates a whole different timeline, stuff like that. But I'll be honest. I don't really like the whole timeline thing that Marvel is trying out. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand why. It's because it's allowing you to create. It's allowing you to bring back people who started in previous Marvel movies that died out, like Elektra,
Yeah.
Blade.
Well, rather than like the whole, like, it's not really necessarily. I guess it is time travel, but it isn't. But it's more or less like different alternative universes where
Multiverse.
it's all what if. I like that about Marvel. Now, personally,
it gets kind of confusing after a while.
I don't think Marvel because at that point, when you have multiverses, you can't really have a definitive timeline on what is canon, because at that point, everything's canon. You see what I'm saying?
I honestly want them to do it. I honestly want them to do that for Star Wars, because I do know that there's a Star Wars Legend.
Yeah.
There's a book series, I think, for Star Wars Legend where Luke actually goes to the dark side after the death of Vader.
Yeah, there's also where he kind of dabbles in the dark side as well. I think that was actually canon, though. Like, he actually had a red lightsaber at one point, got curious, kind of tinkered to see what the whole, to familiarize himself with what it was, really. I don't remember what he did with the lightsaber, though.
That one I don't know about. However, I remember reading part of that book. I want to say that her. I want to say that it was Leia that had two children with Han, a boy and a girl. I think they named them Anakin and Padme.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. But the thing was that to essentially prevent the Empire from ruling and reforming, Luke kind of took over the Empire essentially to like stave off any kind of future invasion. But the death of his father and everything slowly started to corrupt him, and that's how he kind of slipped away. And Leia and Han had to like try to fight to get him back and snap him out of it.
There was a Legends I liked to read. It was a comic book where Darth Vader turned to the light again. He fixed his armor where he wasn't in pain all the time. He changed the color to white. I don't remember what happened. I still think it was cool in the Legends universe where he took on the fucking xenomorphs. That was cool as shit. That needs to be a movie.
Dude, they fucking should. Oh God, was it Aliens Earth or whatever or something? The new series that's out. Have you seen any?
I saw the first episode. Me and Liz has been wanting to watch more of it though.
Yeah, I just caught a glimpse of it like on TikTok.
It's pretty good, and it's gonna get better. They say.
Well, the fact that one bitch is sitting there trying to like train it like a Pomeranian, like, come here, boy. Jump.
They roll. You got to remember, like most alien encounters or anything that wasn't human, they've all tried to train and understand and become like one with. If you notice that pattern,
yeah. But the thing is,
especially with Wayland Yutani,
But this is a killing machine that has.
They don't ever learn. We know this. That's the only reason why it's still a franchise that keeps going. Nobody fucking learns.
And you're gonna try and sit there and do Siegfried and Roy with this shit, with a whip.
It's very intelligent.
Trying to get it to stand up on a chair.
It'll earn your trust, and then it'll kill you and go on a killing spree and get another queen. It's really good.
So, have you ever heard of a guy named Michael Franzese?
No, I have not.
So he's big on social media, and so actually pouring it like that
means you don't trust somebody.
Exactly. So what he was a capo for the not the Gambino,
the mob or the mafia or whatever.
Yeah, he was. But it was a specific family. Like
wasn't that the guy with the gas stations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah,
he had a couple other things, but gas stations was his big star.
Yeah, gas stations was his big moneymaker.
He made like what, $1 million a week or some shit like that.
Yeah, like roughly like 1.2 a week.
And he almost got into a situation. He's like, dude, I'm your biggest income right now. He's like, I've got so much shit under me. Like, why would I fucking betray you?
Well, but the thing was that like he got caught. He
snitched.
I don't think he snitched.
Dude, everything that he got caught for, you think he'd be out here doing fucking documentaries and shows and
I don't remember
YouTube channels and shit?
I don't remember if
he's openly telling people about his life in the mafia. You don't do that. Sammy
the Bull did.
Did he? I don't know. I feel like look, I'm just saying. I mean, if you're seeing this dude and you didn't snitch, great for you. But like, I don't know. I've got questions.
So I've seen his interviews and stuff like that. Like he's reformed Christian. He goes does tours for his faith, and he's done a lot of good things. And
and probably to make up for all the bad things.
Well, and I will say like his wife was he's like his wife would sit there and visit him and stuff like that while he was in prison. He spent a lot of years in there, but it was because of her, I guess, that he turned his life around. But yeah, he was talking about
she stuck with him through thick and thin. But like, most of them girls would have just usually left.
He was explaining about how like with wine or whatever to signal to everyone at the table.
He didn't trust him. He'd pour it
he'd pour like that. But
then like if he didn't trust somebody, he'd pour it like that across the table or whatever.
Yep, and then that was a signal to everyone else because he only changed it up for him. Don't talk about shit.
Yeah, and he'd probably start with them too. Like, okay, well, before we start,
actually no, he'd go around first because there was like a proper etiquette. Like, okay, like whoever like the boss was or whatever. Obviously, they get poured first and. It's kind of funny to sit there and like listen to all this stuff now, like how they operated, and almost seems like there was kind of like a laws were very loose back then compared to now, and because like trying to sit there and do that shit now, very fucking difficult because there's cameras everywhere, there's easy tracking, If
you already don't own the establishment itself, like that's why they tend to that's how people get fucked nowadays. They took a page out from the government's book. You want to fuck them, do it with taxes and owing money.
Yeah.
Like, pretty sure Vegas is run by the mob.
It was at one point in time.
Yeah, it was for sure. Oh, man.
But I can't really say for sure if it's run by the mob.
I don't know.
By order of the Peaky Blinders.
By the order of the fucking Peaky fucking Blinders. That's another great show, man.
I really like the show. Last season was it felt rushed.
It was because the little girl died.
Yeah, and that was a real shame.
They kind of had to they rushed the ending. There was supposed to be like 1 or 2 more seasons, I think, from what I heard, and then it was supposed to end, it had a more grand ending to it, but they were like, well, fuck me, dude. Old girl fucking passed away of leukemia, so they had to use what
I don't think it was leukemia. I thought it was open heart surgery.
I'm pretty sure she had a type of cancer. I'm pretty sure it was leukemia is what got her.
I know the dude who played Black Panther. That was his.
Yeah, he had leukemia for sure.
It was either leukemia or some kind of like prostate cancer.
She died. She wouldn't have prostate.
Not her. Him.
Him? Oh yeah, I think he had leukemia as well. But I was like, the fuck would she have prostate cancer?
Get your prostate checked regularly.
You got the rocker, the shocker, the spocker, and the showstopper. Anyways. Yeah, so there was a lot more that was supposed to go into it, and she was heavily involved with it.
Yeah, she played a really big part in that series.
Did. And so they were like, okay. They kind of had to change up the ending a little bit, and then everything else was just, they smushed as much of it as they could. Now, mind you, yes, each episode's roughly an hour long.
Yeah.
But still, for how much they had planned for the show, there's only so much you can throw in there.
You don't really want to kind of cross over into, into already spent territory.
Yeah. So they had to just kind of top it off the way it was with what they had. So they used whatever last bit of footage they had of her, and then I How did she die in the show, though? I think they said she had wasn't it like a flu or something? Because I know Ruby or Ada, her boyfriend was killed off in the beginning of season 2. Spoiler.
Season 1.
Yes. No. He died season 2 because he finished out season 1.
No. Because of
then the beginning of immediately, like the first episode, he's dead. He had like the tuberculosis or Spanish flu or something.
Spanish flu, I won't say, but so I think she was gunned down because I think she was gunned down.
I might rewatch the series.
Oh, I always do. She was gunned down, and then Thomas Shelby, his daughter Ruby, she died.
Yeah, she died of tuberculosis. She had a lung problem or something.
It was because of the blue sapphire. So
the curse.
Yeah, the cursed sapphire.
Yeah.
And that's
towards the end. After she passed away, he walked and found a gypsy woman to give it to her, and
yeah.
I think he wanted her. I think what my interpretation of it is he wanted her to tell him that it was cursed because he felt like it was his fault. So that's what she told him, and she got to keep the sapphire. So I think she actually had a disease. I don't think it was a curse. I think he just because he was always like working and doing some kind of goon shit, and then
did somebody say goonie?
Don't say it like that, bro, because I imagine you're the guy that goes, bleh.
All right, can I just say, don't ever imagine what I'm doing in my late night hours. That shit does not even need to be in your head.
What you doing in there, buddy? Just drink your wine, bro. Wine night. Girls get personal.
Girls get personal.
Girls will be girls. Gal pals.
We're not bringing wine back on the podcast, dude. I swear to God, we're not fucking doing it.
Fuck you. You know we will.
It's either whiskey or seltzers or beer.
Fuck that. I'll bring my own wine. I don't care.
Your own toilet wine?
Hell yeah. I'm brewing it in your toilet.
This is my shitty sangria.
Hell yeah.
Don't mind the corn.
Yeah, he said, oh shit. Told you I was brewing something up in here. Motherfuckers. Ain't I just a bastard? Alright, enough of the Peaky Blinders. I'm sure most of our viewers have probably already seen it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't even know where the fuck we go from here. Talking about fucking toilet wine. We had a decent heading.
We had a good algorithm. You had to come here fucking all up with your toilet jokes.
You know, it was gonna be wine night nerd talk, talking about like micro PCs, talking about the survival.
We were doing good too for a minute.
We were doing good, and then we kind of took a left-hand turn.
Kind of took a shit on that one, bro.
Well, why don't you just go using your fucking wine then, there, buddy?
Oh, come on, kitten. Don't be like that.
Don't ever call me kitten, dude. Shut the fuck up. Don't ever call me kitten.
Come on, kitten. I won't tell anyone.
Dude, don't touch me. No, get your fucking hand off. Get your fucking.
Why'd you grab my thumb, gay boy?
Why did you?
Why are you trying to hold my hand? Stop. Right. Stop it.
Stop. Whiskey makes you wild. Wine makes you something else, apparently.
I'm not even drunk. I don't even have a buzz.
I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
I do this for the fucking lulz.
I do this for the... You're the one
Stop reacting.
No, because you're the one person that knows how
Stop.
You're the one person that knows how to push my buttons in a certain way.
Push. What's the matter, honey?
I hate you with every fiber of my being.
Not now, kitten. Daddy's busy.
I'm getting ready to shut off that fucking phone. We're gonna scrap this. I don't.
Oh,
somebody
man.
please send an adult. I don't feel comfortable. What the fuck?
Never touched your face before.
There's a good fucking reason for that.
Why?
What the fuck are you staring at?
Trying to find the reason.
That was so fucking bad. What the fuck was...
You said there's a reason. I'm trying to look for one, motherfucker. Here.
I fucking hate you.
Here. Here's to friends.
We're not friends anymore.
Well,
we're associates.
This was the last episode of the podcast.
I thought for a second they were like, well, if this is the last episode, get up, start taking off your pants.
Shows his boobs.
Why's it gonna be? Do the truffle shuffle.
Can you imagine you making the face that kid did too? I'll be in the back like, hey, you guys.
You gotta wear a Superman shirt while you do it. But you gotta wear it underneath, and you have to rip it in half.
Oh, Sean!
How the fuck did we get here?
I don't fucking know. I'm just wing dinging it, dog.
I had something I wanted to say about all the survival games. You know,
I'm sure that's gone now.
Well, I just want to say, with all the survival games that we want to play, when the apocalypse happens...
When?
When?
You got an estimate?
Do I look like The Simpsons to you?
I don't fucking know.
I can't tell the future. Go to fucking Disney. Ask them. They own The Simpsons now.
Word. Anyways, so when the apocalypse
When
happens...
the apocalypse happens, you and me will have so many different game plans. We're like, all right, here. No, like, all right, we're going to go with game plan Forest. No. We can't do that. Game plan Daisy.
Yeah.
No, not Daisy.
It depends on what the situation is.
Exactly.
You got to understand there's a lot of steps that have to go in. Like, I've got to make my way over to this side of the river, which is probably not going to be that easy. I can get you and Mom and my brother and all them fucking kids. Gotta teach
might as well just grab a fucking school bus and just travel over here.
I mean, we could try. It just depends on what's going on, dude.
You know, we can actually just buy a school bus and like trick it out.
Renovate it, yeah, we could. There's a website where there's government agencies that are selling school buses. Like through the government, you can buy land that was bankrupt.
Yeah.
Like you can for dirt cheap.
So
it's auction technically, but there's a good chance you can get it for a good price.
But here's the thing: you really got to be careful with those
because you might inherit the debt too.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. The property tax and all that stuff. That's what you're gonna have to pay off because
we get a bus though, dude, like I'm taking all the seats out of there and
100%.
How big of a bus though, dude?
Are we
going full size?
Yeah,
flat nose, full size.
Not flat nose, just typical school bus.
It'd be easier to work on. Maybe, I don't know.
The reason why I don't want to do the flat nose is because the same thing like for a Chevy Astro van. Like, don't get me wrong. I love me a Chevy Astro.
Oh, dude, me too.
But the thing is that whenever you need to work on it,
you gotta fucking take out the console at the bottom.
Well, not the console at the bottom. You gotta sit there and you gotta sit there and uproot the fucking radiator. Otherwise, you are never gonna be able to get in that shit.
I know. Well, not just that. There are some of them. Some of those Astros and older models. You gotta take off the carpet, and there's a section you can unbolt to take off to reach like the rest of the engine and the transmission. If it requires like getting into the top.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I didn't like about those vans and old trucks is where like the engine's just pushed that far back. Like they look great, dude. Like I love the way the old school vans and trucks look like that. But working on them, you might as well just take the whole fucking frame off and do, like, oh man, I gotta swap the radiator. Well, I might as well swap out everything else. Fucking Got to do oil. Might as well just do my oil change now. Get a new belt on there. Put a new fan in. Maybe do the alternator too. Get a new starter. Oh fuck. We might as well.
Yeah, I've been looking at things on Facebook Marketplace.
I have been too.
So definitely keeping in mind for camper. So here's the things that
Jake just bought a camper.
I'm not trying to sit there and spend like 20, 30 grand on a camper. What I'm trying to do is,
let me explain something to you. You might be able to though without spending 20, 30 grand. So Jacob spent like half of what it was worth because he traded in his Lincoln, like his 1990 something Lincoln town car.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, I really want your Lincoln. So he's like, okay, well, give me a deal. so he fucking traded in and paid for half of it. It was actually pretty smart.
So the ones that I've seen are like in between like $2 to $3 grand. So
are they going to need a lot of work though?
That's the thing though, is that I'm willing to put in the work. Some of them run. It's just the interior that needs to be.
I'll go halvesies with you, but you got to help me put in the work.
Well, no. I mean, I'll buy it for myself. I'll do it. You can buy one too, because that and then get a pontoon boat.
Oh, yeah, but where are we gonna fucking put it?
That's the issue.
That is an issue. But yeah,
make a mobile meth unit.
Yeah. Instead of making meth, we fucking build Legos and shit.
Dude, I'd fucking be down for that.
Hell yeah, dude. Can you imagine us at that little table in there just fucking building Legos and shit?
Your girlfriend.
It's one big thing, but we're each just taking turns adding sections to the
Your girlfriend calls, where are you? You'll never find us. She's banging on the door.
Fuck, I forgot to shut my boat off!
Drop the Lego.
Tell her we were cooking meth.
Strip down. Don't worry, I got you. Strip down my underwear.
Ryan, I got this. If I could push him out the back, throw Legos on the floor, and just take off running.
Pocket sand. It's pocket Legos.
No, I mean, I would do a lot of fun stuff with that.
Yeah,
I've been seeing a lot of houseboats too, and I'm like, man, I would totally put in the work for a houseboat.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine that? Just like having one, chilling at the dock, take 2-week vacation, drive down to fucking Louisiana for Mardi Gras.
I definitely do that.
I would totally do that.
I would 100% do that.
You want to go halvesies with me on a fucking houseboat?
Couple conditions.
Okay.
All right. We're not sleeping in the same bed.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna get one that at least has 2 bedrooms.
Okay. Needs to have a working toilet.
Yeah, obviously, and shower.
And you cannot join me in said shower.
No. Honestly, to be fair, dude, that's not going to fit either one of us. Those showers are small as shit in those boats.
Okay.
So, I'm going to also look at the motor specs, though, because if it doesn't have the motor I like, we're not getting it.
All right.
Because if he's going to overcharge us, you might as well overcharge us with something that's got a good fucking engine in it. Or 2, depending on the model.
No.
I'm serious, dude. I'm dead ass.
Well, we'll definitely look into it.
Yeah, we'll discuss it more because, dude, you know how cool that would be? Just fucking a year in advance, just pick a day to rent out an area in Louisiana on a dock to do Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
And drive 2 days down the Mississippi. We only got to go one direction. Honestly, for the most part.
Fish along the way.
Yeah, dude. Just
wait. What about the locking dams?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, we can't.
Well, there are other routes you can take. There are other rivers that can join with the Mississippi that are smaller that you can coast. That'll reconnect in some areas. We'll have to do more research.
Yeah. Oh, we'll definitely look into it.
I mean, even if we couldn't get that far, I think it'd still be a fun investment to have.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I definitely want to get a boat for deep
honestly,
sea
if we each put fucking houseboat's not going to be good for deep sea fishing.
No, but
but for houseboats, I've noticed that if we each put in like 10 grand on one, basically it'll be what we're looking for. I mean, we might have to put a little bit of work into it, but
yeah, we'll definitely discuss that.
It'll be worth it. Now, it ain't gonna be the deep sea fishing as much as I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out for the fucking marlins, though. Jesus, I'm gonna bring a 9mm on the boat with me so I can make sure it's fucking dead. Like, once I bring it up, I'm just fucking popping it so I don't get fucking skewered.
Hold on. I'm gonna go check the time.
Sure. I'll get the thing ready. We're probably at our hour.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Shit, that hasn't been recording.
You gotta be fucking
No,
kidding me.
I'm
I was gonna say, Jesus.
No, we're like 55 minutes.
Okay, do you want another 5?
Well, actually, that's at 50. Sorry, we can just do 5.
Another 5?
Yeah.
I mean, we could carry this on for another 10 minutes talking about boats, just so we can see we hit an hour.
No, it's all right. I mean, we still. I mean, it's gonna be less than that when I start editing stuff anyway, so it'll be fine. Just another 5 minutes. We'll finish off, but we got to finish off strong. Hold on.
Okay, well, wait. What is strong to you? What are we doing? What are we talking about?
Something. Make a good joke. Make good jokes.
Oh, dude, I can't do that on the spot. I mean, I guess I could, but we'd have to lead into it. It's usually.
Oh yeah, well, I'm not saying there to saying clap that and make a knock joke. Like, for fuck's sake.
But yeah, we each threw in 10 grand. We could definitely find a fucking decent boat.
All right, yeah, definitely. I think we can definitely do that.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, you know what? It would be fun to have kind of a little get together out there too. Just get on the water.
Oh yeah.
Anchor out there. Go swimming in the river.
No, as long as it's not the Mississippi.
I don't know.
I don't want to be swimming.
Where else are we gonna fucking go?
There's other rivers.
Dude, the Rock River is not ideal for fucking swimming.
Oh no, neither is Mississippi.
Okay, so which river are we gonna fucking tote it to?
I don't fucking know. We'll find one. We can always go to the Colorado River.
How far of a fucking float is that?
No, it's actually kind of a ways.
I don't think we could make it.
No, that's something we'd have to load up onto a trailer, head out to Nevada.
Yeah, no, I don't.
But I'm telling you right now, dude, the Colorado River.
I'm not doubting that.
Is crystal clear blue. Like,
I just don't think we have the power or the money to tote that motherfucker, dock it for a few days, and then tote it all the way back.
No,
not right now.
We don't even have enough money for a boat. I barely have enough to buy an inflatable too.
Dude, we really should go floating next year.
Oh, dude, it's been so long since I've done a fucking river float.
I'm telling you, we could just, instead of we'll go halvesies on a fucking, those big tubes that have the cooler in the middle. You, me, and some other friends can just sit there, drink, and fucking float. Jump in the river once in a while.
That's like a $300 inflatable inner tube, though.
Yeah.
But it'd be worth it.
It would be. Look, $150 for me and $150 from you, man. $300 right there.
Well, no, if we're inviting other people, they're going to be fucking going in on it, too. Dude,
I don't know who I'm going to invite, but...
Well, you said you wanted to invite other people.
I'm saying we could, but I'm just saying that, or we could each have our own space, do it, do a little fucking episode out of it and just get drunk and float. We'd have to find someone to pick us up, though.
Oh yeah, I one thing I really would like to do is just float on a pontoon, down the river. I know that sounds kind of stupid, but I want to be able to just float down, have a few drinks, grill some brats.
Oh yeah,
burgers
too.
No, brats and burgers, brat burger.
Hot dogs. Fuck it, I'm gonna get onions for that bitch.
Gotta have onions.
Oh god,
sauerkraut.
I'm not a big fan of the sauerkraut, dude.
I like it.
Here's the weird part. I like Reuben's though, but I don't like it if there's too much sauerkraut.
Same. So
there's got to be a healthy balance because lately I've stopped eating Reuben's because they've been fucking throwing just god awful amounts of sauerkraut on there, and
sauerkraut is the only way I will sit there and eat cabbage.
Really?
Yeah. I hate, and newsflash, I'm ginger, obviously. So my holiday.
I thought you were Auburn.
I know. My
bastard.
My considered holiday is St. Patty's Day. What is the meal for St. Patty's Day?
I don't know, dude. It's been
corned beef and cabbage. That is my absolute worst fucking meal. I will starve before I have corned beef and cabbage. However, if you take that and you turn it into a Reuben, it's the only way I'll eat it.
Nothing beats a good soup, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Good stew or a soup.
Oh, yeah. Especially if there's a healthy amount of chunks of meat in there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Fuck. And it's not just any meat. Like, you gotta cook the meat right. Like, it's gotta melt in your fucking mouth. Like I don't know.
Like I do.
Ew. Two caterpillars kissing.
Fuck you. with that, we're gonna end the episode with two caterpillars kissing.
I'm dead. Now, Kith.
Like, share, and subscribe.